You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio. Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
Over to the lines, we've got Olympic pole vault British record holder Steve Lewis. Steve, how are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm very well. Just on the road, actually, driving back to Stoke.
Driving back to Stoke? Oh, good. Good. You're not popping up for the game, are you?
No, I'm not back up for the game, but I'll be watching.
Right, okay. We'll ask you for your prediction fairly shortly, so have a think about that while we're talking. You're doing Movember, aren't you, this year?
I am, yeah. We decided sort of at the end of October that it was something we were going to do because of the company I'm working with now decided they were going to make a team, and then obviously me, my dad and my brother also it'd be a good idea to start raising some money for a good charity. So we jumped in and we're doing really well already. We're so pumped about what's going on with our group. We've already got over £1,000 between about 10 of us.
The thing I like about sports, they get really, really competitive about things like this as well, don't you?
Exactly. I'm not happy that a guy in the group beated me. So yeah, I'm really pushing everyone to get online and support me, but specifically support me so I can be obviously the best in my group. But no, on a serious note, just kind of trying to raise as much money as we can for prostate cancer, and obviously just trying to give it back. And I think why I've got some profile and why I've done really well, I think these kind of things are really, really good to do.
Yes, definitely. I know my father suffered from prostate. Luckily he survived it, but it's a very worthy cause in terms of Movember, and there's lots of people doing it. I think the whole Stoke City side are doing it. We've seen Michael Owen's attempt to attach this week as well, so some bizarre pictures coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like you say, it's such a great cause, and I think obviously the Movember, the moustache just kind of makes obviously something easier to see who's doing it, and it really gets people together, and you get Mo brothers, Mo bros, and Mo sisters, and it's just really good fun. I think my girlfriend's registered as a Mo sister, and she's raising money from all her family, and yeah, everyone pulls together. It's a great month to raise money, but obviously if you're not growing a moustache, getting online and donating and sort of checking out the different groups and who's doing what is really supportive, and will help a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And how's your tash growth coming on, mate?
I'm not the hairiest guy in the world, I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm doing my best. And you can just about make it out now, it doesn't blow up in the wind. So I've got probably a couple of mil, but it's a bit sparse. So new pictures will be coming out on Twitter pretty soon, but it's not the most impressive moustache, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, we'll put them pictures on our website as well, Steve, to try and get as much support as we can. We've got a couple of other guys doing it. There's a guy called the Harry Potter, actually, that you'll have to meet one day, that goes down to the Stoke games. He's got the biggest, thickest tash you'll ever see. If you look him up on Twitter, at Costner Kickabo, his name is, or at COSNA Kickbo, and he paints his moustache in various themes. So, for example, we signed Charlie Adam, he painted it with the Scotland flag, and there's pictures of him and Charlie Adam with the Scotland flag as a moustache. The Harry Potter is
that's awesome.
Yeah, he is, mate. He's a right character, and you'll have to meet him if you're up in Stoke one of these days.
Yeah, he sounds like a legend. You should do a tweet to both of us, and I'll check him out.
Will do, mate. Will do. In terms of what you're doing in the closed season, because it says closed season for you, I guess, Steve. And how's the winter training going?
Yeah, I've kind of been on and off and been back and forth. Obviously, I've had a lot of things going on with my family recently, which has been kind of really tough to deal with. We're kind of getting through that, and I actually fly out to America on Monday. So, training kind of starts next week, and I'll fly out. So
where's that, out to America, did you say? Sorry, you broke up slightly.
In London, and hopefully we'll be getting ready for the indoor season to put on a good show.
Yeah, Steve, we lost you slightly then, sorry, because you must have you're driving. Did you say you're flying out to America?
Yes, flying out to America on Monday, out to Phoenix. and meeting up with my coach who took us through the Olympics, and our group are kind of gathering out there, and we hope to start training and get ready for the indoor season and kind of really push ourselves and get some more good results indoors.
Okay, great. And the indoor championships, when do they start?
We've got the European Indoor Championships in Stockholm in March, and then after March we'll be back in America, and then building up for the World Championships in Russia at the end of the year.
So those are your two targets, really, the Indoor Championships and the Worlds, then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So two big aims next year, and obviously looking for the medals this time around, and not been too far off in the previous years. So we've got a lot to do in the next 6 months.
And just in terms of the competition, is everybody still about? No one's retired?
Yeah, there's a few older guys who've retired, but kind of they were almost kind of hanging in for that last year anyway. I think this year was really the takeover of the kind of mid-20-year-old guys, and I mean the top 6 guys in the world, including myself. Another 4 of those guys were 26 and under. So I mean, it has been a takeover, and I think some of the older guys now are coming to the end, and we'll see. I mean, there's still a couple of legends, like Steve Hooker, the second greatest vaulter of all time, is doing obviously another year. He's training with me out in America, so we'll see how he goes. But then, there's a couple of American guys still floating around, so it could be an interesting year next year.
Yeah, and talking of interesting years, I think you've took up a directorship with a web company, or a media company, should I say.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I just lost you.
Yeah, Steve, you've taken a director's role with a marketing media company, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a marketing and design company. They're based in Loughborough, and we actually met when they designed my website, and then obviously through my website I had a massive input to how it looked and what I wanted on it, and then had a bit of influence on a few other athletes joining, and really just found myself fitting into a little role that they were almost looking for there. They were looking for someone to do some recruitment and to inject some fresh ideas into kind of the sports side of what they're doing. And I've kind of fitted in really well, and hopefully 5 or 6 Sports is going to really excel, and we're going to do a lot of things for athletes, and not just track and field athletes. We're working with basketballers, skateboarders, footballers. So we've got a good little crew together, and we're working as hard as we can to get a name out there for ourselves. Yeah,
good. And that's where the competition for Movember is coming from, I guess, is it?
Yes, exactly. So 5 or 6 is the company, and that's who set up the Movember group. And me, my dad, my brother, and there's Marcus Alonso, one of the footballers, and a couple of basketballers. So there's a good group of guys come together, and we're doing really well. So anyone who will get behind us, we'd really appreciate that.
Okay, well, as I say, the web address for the Movember is on our website. You can Google Steve Lewis Movember, and I'm sure you'll find it. Steve, just a prediction for today's game then. You normally tweet us a prediction for the games, and what do you think about Stoke versus QPR?
Well, obviously, last few weeks we've been it's been a bit of a rough road, but I really hope today we can step up a little bit and get 3 points on the board. I think I'm going to go with 2-0, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pray that we get the result, because we really need them 3 points at the moment.
Okay, if you get this prediction right, your name will go on our prediction trophy, which is a fine, glorious trophy. We'll have to show you next time you're in Stoke when you're back from America, mate, and see if we can get your name on this trophy, and keep on tweeting us. Steve, thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate you coming on the phone and helping promote Movember.
That's great. Thanks for having me on. Speak to you soon.
Okay, cheers, Steve. All the best, mate.
You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on 6 Towns Radio.